At 20, you think you're going to conquer the world. At 30, you're scrambling to build a life, checking the boxes, making the moves. Then, you hit 40. You look around, you look back at the blur of the last 2 decades and you think, is this it? You followed the script. You played the game by the rules society handed you. So why does it feel like you're losing? Why does the success you worked so hard for feel so hollow? You became an expert at your role, the professional, the parent, the responsible one, the successful one. You perfected the part. But in mastering the role, you forgot how to play. You're a method actor who can't find the exit door, who has forgotten they are an actor at all. You've confused the mask with your face, and now the mask feels heavy, and you don't remember what's underneath it, or if there's anything underneath it at all. What if I told you that you aren't losing? You're not failing. You were just playing the tutorial, and you were playing it on hard mode. The real game, the real reason you're here, the hack that unlocks the rest of your life. That game starts right now. This is where you finally learn the cheat codes, the ones they don't tell you about in college or in those corporate training seminars. Before we dive into these codes, if this is already hitting close to home, do me a favor. Subscribe to the channel. We're building a community here for people who are ready to play the game differently. And drop a comment below. Tell me what city you're listening from, and what time it is for you. I'm always curious where and when these ideas are finding people. The first setting we need to change is the default setting of identity. By the time you're 40, your avatar is fully customized. It's your job title, your car, your house, your online profile, even the opinions you're supposed to have. It's the you that you present to the world. This is what psychologists call the persona. It's the necessary mask we wear for survival in the social game, and it's not inherently bad. But after decades of wearing it without ever taking it off, we've forgotten there's a face underneath. We've spent so much time, so much energy, upgrading the avatar that we forgot we are the consciousness holding the controller. It's exactly like playing a video game for 40 years straight, never logging off, never taking a break, until you genuinely believe you are the character on the screen. You believe your avatar's inventory is your net worth. You believe its reputation is your self-worth. It's a deep, hypnotic trance that society encourages, rewarding us for polishing our avatars, for making them look good, for grinding for more experience points in the form of promotions and possessions. We are so deep in the game, we don't even see the edges of the screen anymore. We think it's the entire universe. I lived this. I defined myself for 20 years as the guy at Company X. It was my entire identity, the character I played every single day. When I was suddenly laid off, my avatar was deleted. It was terrifying. It was an ego death, a complete systems failure. The screen went blank. There was just silence. But then, in that terrifying, empty silence, I realized something profound. The player, me, was still here, sitting in the chair, holding a disconnected controller. The real hack was realizing I could just pick up that controller and choose a new game. This is the first code. You are not your job. You are not your relationship status. You are not your bank account. Those are just the current stats of the character you're playing. The hack is to disidentify, to pull back. It's a daily practice of meditation, of asking, who is thinking this thought, or who is feeling this anger? You are not the anger. You are the space that holds the anger. You are not the avatar. You are the consciousness looking through its eyes. This is the master key that allows you to even see the other hacks. But to choose a new game, you have to understand why you've been so angry at the other players. If you're 40, you've probably gotten a little cynical, a little judgmental. You find yourself getting really irritated by other people, don't you? That young, arrogant kid at work who speaks up too much. That lazy relative who seems to just float through life with no ambition. That controlling boss who micromanages every little thing. You look at them with a specific kind of disdain, a frustration that feels almost personal, almost hot. That visceral eye-rolling reaction is a signal. It's an alert from your own system. Here's the hack. That irritation isn't about them. It's about you. It's your shadow. The shadow is a term for everything we repress in ourselves to be good or acceptable. It's a massive backpack we've been filling for 40 years. Every time you were told, don't be angry, don't be lazy, don't be loud, don't be useless and creative, you took that part of yourself, that raw, golden energy, and shoved it into the bag. Now, the bag is overflowing, and that cynicism you feel, that's just you projecting the contents of your bag onto everyone else. It's like hating another character in the game, because they are using a special ability that you left locked in your own skill tree 20 years ago. You resent the arrogant kid because he's using the confidence skill you were told was impolite to use. You've kept yours at level 1. You resent the lazy relative because he's using the rest skill you've forbidden yourself from ever touching. You are seeing your own rejected, locked-away potential walking around in someone else, and you hate it because they are free to use it and you are not. It's a painful mirror. The hack is simple, but it's not easy. The next time you feel that flash of hot judgment, pause, stop, don't act. Ask yourself one honest question. What is that person doing right now that I forbid myself from doing? This isn't just an intellectual exercise. It's emotional alchemy. You have to own the projection. That's not their arrogance. That's my repressed confidence. You have to welcome that part of you back home. This is how you take the gold out of the bag. This is how you become whole. But this hack requires you to do something terrifying. You have to break the rigid rules you've followed for decades. Most of us spend the first 40 years of our lives trying to play a perfect piece of classical music. We're given the sheet music early on. School, college, career, marriage, house, promotion, retirement. It's a precise, linear, and predictable composition. A metronome has been ticking in our heads since kindergarten. Our goal is to hit every single note, perfectly, in order, just as it was written for us. We believe that if we just play the life symphony correctly, without any mistakes, we'll be rewarded at the end with happiness, fulfillment, applause. The problem, as you've definitely discovered by now, is that life always goes off script. A recession hits, a pandemic happens, a relationship ends, a new technology makes your job obsolete. Suddenly, the sheet music in front of you is useless. It's the wrong song, and we freeze. We don't know how to play without the notes. We just keep trying to play the old song, harder and louder, while the orchestra around us is playing something else entirely. We've trained for perfection, but we have zero training in improvisation. The hack is to stop trying to play classical music and start playing jazz. Jazz has a structure, sure. It has a key, a rhythm. But the entire point of jazz is the improvisation. It's the flow. It's the ability to listen to the other musicians, the world, and respond in real time. It's about making something beautiful out of the unexpected note, the one that wasn't on the page. It's not about perfection. It's about expression and adaptation. It's about being present with the music that is actually playing. My plan, my classical score, said I would retire at 50. That was my salvation fantasy. When I retire, then I'll be happy. At 42, a financial crisis wiped me out. The plan was shattered. The sheet music was on fire. The hack was realizing I had to throw the burning pages away. Instead of obsessing over the end of the song, that final note of retirement, I had to start paying attention to the note I was playing right now. How does this one note feel? How can I play this moment with what I have and make it real? And part of playing jazz, of course, is learning how to handle the sour notes, the moments of pure, unfiltered pain. Let's be honest with each other. By the time you're 40, you've taken damage. You have scars. You've experienced loss, failure, betrayal, and grief. This is not a bug in the system. It's a feature of the game. Pain is an unavoidable, objective fact of a life lived. You will take hits. Your health bar will flash red. It's part of the contract of being human, of being in the arena and not just watching from the stands. To deny this pain is to deny the reality of the game. You've earned those scars. But here is where we make the most critical mistake. We confuse pain with suffering. Pain is the event itself, the hit, the loss, the diagnosis. It's the objective damage reported by the game. It's real and it's sharp. Suffering, on the other hand, suffering is the story we tell ourselves about the pain. It's the narrative we loop in our own minds, over and over. Pain is, I lost my job. Suffering is, I am a failure and my life is over. Pain is, my partner left me. Suffering is, I am unlovable and I will die alone. In video game terms, pain is when your character takes a direct hit and the health bar drops to 20%. It's a fact. The sane response is, damage detected. Find health pack. Suffering. Suffering is when you pause the game, run into the settings menu, and just scream at the health bar. This shouldn't be red. This isn't fair. The game is broken. The developer is out to get me. You're no longer playing the game. You're just protesting it. But protesting the game doesn't stop the next hit from coming. The hack isn't to avoid pain. You can't. The hack is to stop suffering. Feel the pain. Let it move through you. It's information. It's energy. Don't resist it. But also, don't ruminate on it. Don't build a shrine to your pain and pray there every day. Acknowledge the damage. Okay, that hurt. What's the next move? Use the health potion. Call a friend. Go for a walk. See a therapist. Rest. Then, pick up the controller and keep playing. Let the pain be a visitor, but don't let it become the landlord. Once you stop suffering over the damage, you suddenly realize something else. You've been looking at the scoreboard all wrong. From the moment we're born, we're programmed to believe that life is a competitive, zero-sum game about winning. It's about getting the highest score, having more money, a better title, a bigger house, more followers than the person next to us. We're constantly scanning the room, checking our rank. It's a finite game. And by 40, you are just exhausted from this endless competition. You might even be winning by society's standards, but you still feel empty. You got to the top of the ladder, only to realize it was leaning against the wrong wall. Here's the revelation. Life isn't a finite game, like football, where the goal is to win and end the game. Life is an infinite game. The purpose of an infinite game is not to win, but to continue playing. What's the goal of dancing? Is it to arrive at a specific spot on the floor as fast as possible? Of course not. The entire purpose of dancing is to dance. The goal of listening to a song isn't to get to the final note. The goal is to experience the song itself. The process is the point. You've spent 40 years putting tokens into the arcade machine, obsessed with beating the game, racing to the final boss. You've been speedrunning your life, trying to find the glitches and shortcuts to get to the end credits, retirement, as fast as possible. In your rush, you've missed all the Easter eggs. You've ignored all the side quests. You've skipped all the beautiful scenery and music in the level. The hack is to stop speedrunning and start exploring. So at 40, stop. Slow down. Start that side quest. Learn that useless skill you've always been curious about. Take that different route home from work. Talk to a stranger. The point is not to accumulate more points. The point is to deepen the experience of playing. You're shifting from a goal-oriented life to a process-oriented one. Trade achievement for exploration. That's how you shift from the finite game to the infinite one. But what if all that exploring and playing just sounds exhausting? What if you're too burned out to even try anymore? You have spent 4 decades using brute force. You've been grinding. You've been hustling. You've been pushing, striving, fighting, and swimming upstream against every current. We are from the hustle generation. Rise and grind. No pain, no gain. We've been muscling our way through life, believing that effort is the only thing that creates results. And it works, for a while. But it's an inefficient use of energy. It's force. It's not power. And now, at 40, our muscles are aching. We are tired. The hack for this burnout isn't just a vacation. It's a new physics. It's a concept from philosophy called Wooi or Wooi, which translates to non-action or effortless action. Now, this isn't about being passive. It's not about sitting on the couch and doing nothing. It's about effective action. It's the difference between trying to paddle a canoe against a raging river and simply hoisting a sail to catch the wind. The sailor acts, he adjusts the sail, he steers the rudder, but he uses the power of the wind. He aligns with it. Trying to control every outcome in your life, every person, every project, every day, is like trying to build a dam with your bare hands. It's a fight against the entire universe. It's pure resistance. The hack of Wooi is to stop fighting the current. It's to use the current. It's the wisdom of water, which flows around the rock, not through it. The water doesn't fight the rock, it just finds the path. It's about allowing, aligning, and responding, instead of forcing, controlling, and dictating. I used to try to force opportunities. I would hunt for clients, force connections at networking events I hated. It was a constant, exhausting grind. The hack was to stop hunting and start attracting. I stopped focusing on the outcome and focused 100% on the process, on doing my work with excellence and presence. I focused on my garden, and then the current shifted. The opportunities started flowing to me. It's the ultimate hack for exhaustion. This profound, unsettling, hollow feeling you have at 40, it is not a midlife crisis. It is not a sign that you are broken. It is not a bug. It is the most important feature of the game. It has a name. It's called individuation. It is the process of shedding the default settings, shedding the persona, shedding the societal programming, and finally, becoming who you were always meant to be. You are not falling apart. You are shedding a skin. You are not having a breakdown. You are having a breakthrough. You are not behind in life. You are, in fact, psychologically ahead of the curve. You are hearing the call to adventure for the second, more important half of your life. The first half was about building an avatar. The second half is about discovering the player. This is the hack. Answer the call. The second half of life isn't about accumulating more. It's about becoming whole. The game isn't ending at 40. The tutorial, that boring, repetitive, grinding tutorial, that is what's over. You've shed your old skin. You are not your job. That was just your persona. You are not your cynicism. That was just your shadow. You are not your pain. That was just in-game damage. You are the player, and you've just been handed the controls for the first time, consciously. You finally have enough experience points to understand the codes. You get to play again, but this time, you get to set the rules. The game of life isn't serious. It's elaborate. It's sometimes painful, but it is a game. And here's the final secret. The game is rigged in your favor. The entire system is designed to wake you up. Your new mission, should you choose to accept it, is simple. Stop trying to win. Start playing. Play with skill. Play with joy. Play with a light touch. So, which of these hacks did you need to hear the most? What is the one default setting that you are finally ready to switch off? Is it the need to be the perfect avatar? Is it the habit of judging others? Is it the obsession with winning? Leave your answer in the comments below. I want to know what you're thinking. And if you are truly ready to master the second half of this game, subscribe to the channel, because we are just getting started.